Hey everybody, it's Carol Billing, and I wanted to go through my food prep with you very briefly. I was wanting to do a video when I was actually putting everything together, but my house is so chaotic you would have never been able to hear me over the children. So I instead made this awesome Prezi. So let's go through it. First thing I do is go in the fridge and pull out everything that is close to being bad or it's just not going to make it for the week. So this was some zucchini that was on the fringe, but close, still firm enough that I could spiral it out. So I'm going to steam that this week and eat that. So I went ahead and prepped that. Bananas, I'm always chasing bananas. So I've learned that you can peel them and throw them in a plastic bag and throw them in the freezer. And if you do that, you can pull them out of the plastic bag and throw them right in a shake. Growing up, my mom always froze them in the peels, and that was awful and messy, especially even if you're trying to make banana bread. It's kind of a mess once they defrost, and it's just gross. So I'm so glad that I just tried one day to peel it because it's so much better. This was dinner a couple nights ago. It's ready to be frozen. Freezed. Is that a word? Oh my god. Anyway, spaghetti leftovers. Spaghetti in a bag. Like, who puts pasta in a bag? You know what, no offense if you do that, but it never occurred to me to put pasta in a plastic bag. That was my husband's creation. So needless to say, there was olive oil all over that bag. It was a tremendous mess. But anyway, I digress. These cool little cups are about the size of my palm, and they come with lids. They're in the baby section. They're Gerber, like, baby containers or whatever, but they're the perfect size for a dinner for kids or for me. So anyway, that's how I freeze my dinners. So those went in the freezer. I made about 5 of them with the leftovers, which was nice. I start pulling things out of the fridge. Some things I've already prepped, like those strawberries in the picture were prepped a few days ago, but I just start pulling them out. The blueberries in that cup, I actually had a mission. I wanted him to eat them because they were going bad, and I had a new fresh one that I bought today. So he thankfully always comes through. He's my berry eater, and he ate about half of that container of blueberries, so I took the rest and threw them in the freezer for shakes and was able to prep my next berries for the next week that'll last through the week. Okay. Stinker mix. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Next slide. Parsely Check. You always gotta. I always have to check my herbs because they tend to go bad before I use them, and I throw them out to my goats, which is really handy. So I was checking my parsley, which is still good from a couple of days ago, and my basil still looks pretty good. So those are ready to go. I got new cilantro, and I had to prep that today, and then my herbs are ready for the week. This is my salt fix. I don't know about you, but sometimes at night I just need some salt. So I will pop an olive in my mouth, or that's a marinated artichoke. And those are marinated beets, which is new. I've never seen them, so we'll see how that goes. Not sure about that. But I also prep them and throw them in the salads too. So this is kind of what it looks like on my table by the time I'm done with my fruits and vegetables. There's usually kids walking around grabbing handfuls of this or that, which is great. My husband generally on Sundays will make something on the barbecue. Kind of his favorite meal is potatoes and meat and beans. So the kids will eat this stuff while he's cooking on the barbecue, and then he comes in. They usually eat a little bit of whatever he's cooked. But it's kind of like going raw without even trying. So props to me for that. Whoop, whoop. So then after I prepped all the vegetables and fruit, this is my, the top of my salads are there. There's 5 of them lined across. And so I put in some salt, some sweet, and some veggies. And that'll go, I'll show you in the next shot. That'll go into the salads. So those are my 5 salad tops. Nuts and seeds. I acquired these containers and inventory of seeds over time. I did not go out and buy them all today. But it's so nice because now I just fill up whichever one's getting low, and they kind of rotate around, and so it's not quite so expensive, and it's super fast. So these are the ones I picked for today's salads, and I have pecans, pine nuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, then chia seeds and sunflower seeds, macadamia nuts, and then the last one is raw cashews, which are amazing. Okay, so here's the base. It's baby kale and spinach that I washed and spun and then threw in a bowl, and then I had some left over, which is great. I threw it in a bag, and I'll use that for salads for the kids during the week if I can get them to eat a salad at dinner time. And then I threw the nuts and seeds on top. So next is salad dressing, and mine is super boring. Olive oil, balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, and regular vinegar. And I just throw it in those 5 little containers, and those actually go in the top. So this is what the salad looks like when it's all done. There's one more piece that goes over the top to fully enclose it, and now my salads are prepped for the week, which is great because we have swimming lessons right at from 12:30 and 1 o'clock, so I'll be able to take this to swimming lessons and eat while the kids are swimming. Alright, so that's kind of what I prepped today. I saved my cooking for tomorrow because today was 100 degrees. It was way too hot to cook in the kitchen. Tomorrow I have the morning free, and that'll be a great time to cook because it'll be cooler. So I'm going to hit my chicken and salmon for dinner and prep my crock pot. So that's a little bit of prep left over for tomorrow that I would normally have done today as well. And parting words of advice, get a helper. If you don't have teenage children or children that can help or a husband that will help, hire someone in the neighborhood. I've got a 14-year-old girl who comes and helps me prep on Sundays during the school year, and it's great because the kids will make their lunches with her much easier than they do with me. And I can have her like doing the dishes while I'm pulling everything out of the refrigerator. And then I'm prepping and she's prepping, and then she's doing lunches with the kids and I'm doing my salads, and so it's great. So get some help. Don't try to do it all yourself. And that's kind of how it went. I hope your food prep went awesome, and I will talk to you soon.